What if your struggles weren't wasted at all? What if every pain, failure, and disappointment you've faced is sacred data, carrying the hidden code to your life's true meaning? Think about it. Every sleepless night, every rejection, every time you thought you couldn't go on, those weren't random accidents. They were signals, data points, clues life planted inside your journey. And the truth is, most people throw away this sacred data, labeling it as failure or weakness. But the strongest people you admire, they didn't escape struggle, they decoded it. They understood that pain is a teacher, failure is feedback, and disappointment is proof you're still alive and still in the game. So if you're tired, lost, or on the edge of giving up, I want you to hear this. Nothing you've been through is wasted. Your scars are not endings, they're maps. And hidden inside those maps is a future version of you that's wiser, stronger, and ready to rise. The question is, will you read the data or ignore it? Because your next breakthrough might already be written in your pain. When you think about your life, it's easy to focus only on the wounds, the heartbreak, the missed opportunities, the voices in your head that whisper, "You're not enough." But what if I told you that your struggles are sacred data, information designed to build you, not break you? Here's the truth. Success doesn't come from avoiding pain. It comes from transforming pain into power. Every rejection teaches resilience. Every failure builds wisdom. Every disappointment strengthens patience. These moments are not punishments. They are upgrades, hidden lessons coded inside your journey. Think about it. If you never failed, you would never adapt. If you never lost, you would never learn the value of what you have. If you never hurt, you would never grow stronger. Struggle is not the opposite of growth. It is the birthplace of growth, and this is why you cannot quit now. Because the very thing you want to escape, the pain, the struggle, the weight on your shoulders, might be the exact data you need for your breakthrough. So instead of asking, "Why me?" try asking, "What is this teaching me?" Because the one who learns from the data is the one who transforms their entire life. So here's the truth you can't ignore. Your struggles are not wasted. They are sacred data, quietly shaping you into the person you're meant to become. The pain you carry today could be the very fuel that powers your transformation tomorrow. But this is a choice. You can bury the lessons inside your pain, or you can rise and use them. The question is, will you keep running from your struggles, or will you finally read the data and let it change you? If this message spoke to you, take a deep breath and remind yourself, nothing is wasted. Every scar has a story, and every story has the power to inspire not just you, but the people around you. And if you're ready to keep growing, I invite you to join this journey with me. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone who needs hope today, and drop a comment below telling me the biggest lesson your struggles have taught you. Remember, your next breakthrough is already written in your pain. All you have to do is unlock it. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That all sounds good, but right now, my life just feels heavy. I don't see growth. I don't see meaning. I just feel tired. And you're right. It's hard to believe in sacred data when you're still in the middle of the storm. When you're staring at bills you can't pay, relationships that fell apart, or dreams that slipped through your fingers, it feels impossible to see the lesson. But pause for a moment and think back. Haven't you survived moments you once thought would destroy you? Haven't you carried scars that, over time, became symbols of your strength? That is proof you're not as weak as your mind tells you. The truth is, The weight you're carrying right now isn't punishment, it's preparation. Just like fire shapes steel, your struggles are shaping you into someone unshakable. The pain you're in today is building the resilience you'll need tomorrow. So instead of asking, why me? Start asking, what is this moment teaching me? Because when you reframe your pain, you don't just survive it, you transform because of it. And that shift changes everything. Here's the breakthrough most people never realize. The pain you've lived through has already equipped you with the wisdom you've been searching for. The sacred data isn't hidden in some far-off place. It's inside the moments you've survived. Think of every failure, every rejection, every night you cried yourself to sleep. Those weren't wasted. They were chapters in your training manual. They taught you patience, resilience, empathy, and strength, qualities you couldn't learn from a textbook or a seminar. Life doesn't hand us meaning neatly wrapped in a box. It delivers it through experience. And often, the experiences that hurt the most are the ones that shape us the deepest. Your struggles are not random. They are coded instructions, preparing you for the role only you can play. This is why your story matters. This is why you matter. Because somewhere out there, someone will need the wisdom you've earned through your scars. What feels like a wound today will one day be the words that help another person heal. So, don't run from your pain. Decode it. Let it teach you. Because once you see your struggles as sacred data, you stop feeling like a victim, and you start realizing you've been the survivor, the learner, the builder all along. So, how do you actually turn pain into power? It begins with awareness. The next time you feel overwhelmed, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Shift the question to, what is this moment trying to teach me? That small change flips struggle into strategy. Step 1. Write it down. Grab a notebook and list 3 challenges you've faced in the past. Then, under each one, write what it secretly gave you. Maybe heartbreak gave you empathy. Maybe failure gave you focus. Maybe loss gave you appreciation. Step 2. Connect the dots. Patterns will appear. You'll notice how your greatest qualities didn't come from comfort. They came from chaos. This is your sacred data in action. Step 3. Use it forward. The next time life throws something heavy your way, remember, you've been here before, and you've already carried weight like this. Instead of spiraling into fear, lean into the lesson. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. But the more you practice decoding your struggles, the more you'll stop seeing them as enemies and start seeing them as allies. And here's the real magic. When you apply this, your story doesn't just heal you. It becomes a guidepost for others. That's how you transform pain into power. Let me share a story that perfectly shows how pain carries hidden data. There was a man who lost his job after 15 years. At first, it crushed him. He felt useless, broken, and terrified of what would come next. For months, he spiraled into doubt, thinking life had ended for him. But slowly, he started writing down everything the experience taught him: patience, humility, adaptability. He realized that losing his job had forced him to reconnect with skills he had buried, like creativity and problem solving. He turned that failure into fuel, eventually starting his own small business. That here's the truth. Without that painful event, he never would have been pushed to grow. Today, he doesn't look back on the layoff with bitterness. He sees it as the spark that woke him up. That we often think the story is over when we hit rock bottom. But in reality, rock bottom is the most stable foundation you can rebuild from. Your pain may look different, but the principle is the same. Inside your hardest moments are lessons that become your greatest strengths. That's the sacred data only you can unlock. And one day, it might just be the wisdom that saves someone else. Right now, you might be sitting in silence, feeling like no one understands what you're going through. Maybe you've tried, failed, and told yourself, what's the point? Maybe life feels like an endless loop of setbacks. But listen closely, this is not the end. The very fact that you're still here, breathing, means life hasn't given up on you. Every scar, every tear, every sleepless night, none of it is wasted. It's data, it's raw material, and it's shaping you into someone stronger than you realize. Think about it. Every storm eventually runs out of rain. Every night eventually meets the sunrise. If you walk away now, you'll never see the version of you that's waiting just beyond this struggle. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to take the next small step. That step is proof that you're still in the fight, and that's enough for today. Your pain is not your enemy. It's your coach. It's your compass. It's the proof that you're alive, still growing, still capable of rising again. And one day, you'll look back on this very moment, the one that feels unbearable, and whisper to yourself, that's where everything changed. Here's what I want you to remember. This chapter of your life does not define your whole story. It's only a page, not the ending. You still hold the pen, and you can still write the next scene.so today. Instead of giving up, choose one tiny action that proves to yourself you're still moving. Maybe it's making that phone call. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you learned from the pain. Maybe it's simply deciding to wake up tomorrow and try again. But don't underestimate these small acts. They're seeds, and when planted consistently, they grow into a future you'll be proud of. If you've made it this far in the video, it's because something inside you is still hungry for hope. Don't silence that voice. Nurture it. Honor it. And if this message spoke to you, even a little, let it be your sign to keep going. Subscribe, stay connected, and surround yourself with reminders that you are not alone. Together, we can turn pain into power and scars into stories of survival. Because your story isn't over, it's just unfolding. And the best chapters? They're still ahead of you. Before you go, pause for just a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Take one deep breath in and let it out slowly. Feel that? That's life. That's proof that you are still here. And being here means possibility still exists. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't need to know how the next chapter unfolds. What matters is that you're still turning the pages. And sometimes, the most powerful choice is simply deciding not to close the book yet. Remember, every scar tells a story of survival. Every moment you kept breathing through the pain added another layer of strength inside you. And every step, no matter how small, is still movement forward. If today feels heavy, let tomorrow carry some of the weight. If you feel weak, let hope borrow you its strength. And if you feel lost, remember, you're not walking alone. Carry this thought with you. Your life is bigger than today's pain. And the version of you that you've been searching for, they're waiting just beyond this storm. Hold on. Keep going. Because one day, you'll look back and realize, this was the moment everything began to change. That's all for today, my friend. If this video touched even a small corner of your heart, let it be a reminder. You are not alone on this path. Every struggle, every setback, every quiet tear in the dark has meaning. And one day, They will all weave together into a story of resilience you'll be proud to tell. I'll be sharing more videos like this, small pieces of hope you can carry with you when the world feels too heavy. So, if you haven't yet, subscribe and stay connected, because the journey isn't meant to be walked in silence. Next time, we'll dive into the hidden strength you don't even realize you already have, and how to unlock it when you need it most. Until then, take care of yourself. Breathe deeply. Be gentle with your heart. And remember, this is not the end of your story. It's just the beginning of something new.